What's up, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in today as we go ahead and take a look into Avatar: The Last Airbender. So, of course, if you guys are a fan of the show Avatar, if you guys are a fan of what we do here in Geeked Out Nation, let's go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to check us out for some early and unedited episodes on our Patreon if you guys are interested. So there's nothing I really would like to add on to that, you guys. Let's just jump right into this. This next episode of the Avatar is called, what is it called? Actually, I'm sorry. It's called The Storm. Not too sure what that's really representing. So we're just gonna jump right in here and see what this episode's all about. So if you guys, like I said, are a fan, don't forget to leave that like, comment, subscribe, and check us out on Patreon. So without further ado, you guys, let's jump on this and let's see what this episode's gonna be all about. Let's enjoy it, and here we go.
Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah, these Fire Nation people are
The
crazy.
master of all four elements could stop them. But when the world needs... But I believe Aang can save the world.
I believe so too. Aang seems like a really cool kid. I say kid because he's like 112.
On Avatar.
This whole Avatar thing. Maybe the monks made a mistake.
Why didn't you tell us you were the Avatar?
Be careful, guys!
Aang, you better wake up.
Guys? Gyatso?
Why did you disappear?
Figured he was asleep.
What's going on? Did we get captured again?
I just had a bad dream. Go back to sleep.
I don't know if I like the sound of that swishing.
I was about to say, is that a watermelon?
Ripe. It's the ripe juices swishing around, huh?
I think it's true, Katara. Swishing means it's ripe.
I just realized we're out of money anyway.
Ah,
Ow! I would have been
Out of food
pissed.
and out of money. Now what are we supposed to do?
You could get a job.
coming.
Then I'll find a new fish hauler and pay him double what you get. How you
Oh,
like
oh, okay.
I'll go.
Nice.
You're hired.
What? You said get a job, and he's paying double.
Double? Who told you that nonsense?
Oh, well then I'm not going nowhere. I would have been like, you on your own then, boss.
Huh. Looks like your uncle was right about this one, but yourself. Then
Prince
again,
Zoka,
what did I
Zoka, how you say it?
expect from
Punch
a
his ass.
spoiled prince?
Punch him.
Easy now.
Ooh, this should be interesting. Oh,
Enough.
oh man.
All a bit tired from being at sea.
Prince
so
Zoku,
sure after
something like that.
all
Zoku.
noodles, everyone will feel much better.
Kind of wanted them to fight. See who's gonna, how that fight was gonna turn out.
Look at the sky.
I said I was gonna do this job. I can't back out just because of some bad.
But help people and save lives since I met him.
Poor Aang.
Not his
I knew
fault
it.
He disappeared, right?
I
Aang?
knew it.
Aang, what's wrong?
He felt like he failed. Like he felt like he failed everyone.
You're a horrible old man. Appa, yip yip.
Yeah, like I was saying, I figured.
Saying goodbye.
Your friends ain't too polite, are they?
No. This one time I was.
Yeah. Get below deck.
Yeah!
Okay, here goes.
Quick, get on!
Ah, he almost had it.
You
Almost.
kinda have to balance on it like it's the top.
Man, that's hard.
Where'd you learn that trick, Aang? I made it up.
He has been through much.
Ooh, we get to find out what happened to his eye. I'm sure it's because he challenged someone else, like of higher power of the Fire
I want
Nation.
to go into the war chamber, but the guard won't let me pass.
You're not missing anything, trust me. These meetings are dreadfully boring.
Kingdom defenses are concentrated here. A dangerous battalion of their strongest.
Watch the Prince
and
Zoku talk.
fiercest warriors.
Guarantee it.
So I am recommending the 41st.
Something happens to his eye. I think this is the moment we find out.
Entirely new recruits. How do you expect them to defeat a powerful Earth Kingdom battalion?
Meet.
You can't sacrifice an entire division like that.
Told
Those
you.
soldiers love and defend our nation. How can you betray them?
Not good.
Zuko was right, you see. But it was not his place to speak out.
Okay. Sorry, Aang.
Okay.
That's
Who
ass.
wants to have Jinju on their team?
That sucks.
Very interesting move, young one.
What do you mean? Hey.
Uh-oh. Is this when they were attacked? Oh.
The Avatar should be training.
Aang has already trained enough for today.
Time is short. Come with me. I must test you on some...
In the meeting, the Fire Lord became very angry with him.
I knew it. That's the moment his eye gets taken out, almost.
The challenge of the general was an act of complete disrespect. And there was only one way to resolve this.
Agni Kai.
I don't know what to say.
How could they do that to me? They wanted to take away everything I knew and everyone I loved.
Whoa! Hot cinders!
I'm sorry I got so
It's the
mad.
first time I've seen it really glow like that.
To be angry after the
Besides
match,
when he was in the
something like
iceberg.
that.
Well, that's not exactly what happened.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I was afraid and confused. I didn't know what to do. Gyatso again.
Oh, and that's when he gets frozen. Oh, wow. Because he did it to protect them.
I was waking up
Interesting.
in your arms after you found me in the iceberg. Your man was right. I did turn my back on the world.
I
You're
figured.
being too hard on yourself.
Like, that's how
Even
he
if
took
you
it
did
as.
run away, I think it was meant to be. If you had stayed, you would have been killed along with all the other airbenders.
True. I believe her as well.
I know it's meant to be this way. The world needs you now.
Zuko had shown shameful weakness.
Oh, that
Punishment,
sucks.
he was banished and sent to capture the Avatar. Only then could he return with his honor.
Oh,
That's why he's so obsessed.
yes.
Capturing the Avatar is the only...
Because I wasn't sure why either.
Things returning to normal.
Things
I get
will
it
never
now.
return to normal. But the important...
Hey, you're safe.
But my husband isn't.
What do you mean?
He's out there doing that job.
They haven't
With-
returned.
yep.
They should have been back by now. And this storm is becoming a typhoon. They're caught out at sea.
I'm going to find them.
I'm going with you.
I'm staying here.
Hell yeah, with this rain.
We'll be back soon. I promise.
Oh. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Where are they?
Come on, Apple!
Oh, that's a big ass wave. Ooh. That was cool. You guys seen him do that, like, with his stick?
The Avatar!
What do you want to do, sir?
Let him go.
Yeah, y'all embarrassed. Oh, look at the wave. Oh. I didn't think they was gonna get caught with the water. Oh. What are the odds that they fly right by these guys? That's so crazy. I know the prince is pissed. He's like, ah.
Actually, I don't eat meat.
Fish ain't meat.
Seriously? You're still gonna pay me, right?
Katara, I think you were right before.
That's messed up.
I'm done with it.
That's messed up.
Really? I can't make guesses about how things would have turned out if I hadn't run.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our episode for today. Season number 1, episode 12, called The Storm, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. I think this is probably by far one of my favorite episodes of this first season. I really do say that because I really enjoyed this episode for one. And two, I think it got really good in details with, the main characters like back story. Speaking about Aang and speaking about Prince Zuko. Let's speak about Aang just really, really quick, you guys. I really enjoyed everything as far as the backstory about Aang and figuring out, kind of like leading up to the moment of just before he ends up freezing himself. And we actually got to find out that out of all the potential, because they are monks, I believe, all the potential young monks that was there, I think Aang was the only like avatar out of the group. Um, and eventually, after he got that title, things changed for him, like kind of instantly. Um, the people, the kid monks that he would be hanging out with, chilling with, didn't want to really hang out with him like that no more. Well, not necessarily hang out with him like that, but play with Aang like that no more, because I guess when you're the avatar, it's kind of like a cheat code on your team. You got someone who's like, I don't know, like hopefully what I'm saying makes sense. We saw the episode together. You guys get where I'm going at with this. They assumed he was gonna be super more like powerful than they are, so they just didn't think it would be fair. And we kind of saw a little bit of the treatment that he was getting from that uh eventually he had to start doing more things with his training. We didn't really see him necessarily train, but one of the older avatar guys was trying to see what Aang knew already. The scene where they were playing together, you guys know what I'm talking about. Aang and his master, when they were like playing like chess, whatever. I don't even know exactly what it is that they were playing. um but yeah, so again, we got the idea of what happened with Aang, and it was kind of messed up what happened with Aang too, as far as you know they felt that the person who was training Aang wasn't really capable of really training Aang to the full ability of what they see Aang potentially becoming. And they were ready to ship Aang off, and he heard the conversation, and instead of being shipped off, he just bailed and he was just out of there. And in the midst of all that, he was flying away. He was in a storm, and the way he kind of got himself frozen was like, in my opinion, kind of like an accident. He did it just to like keep himself and Appa from dying. Which, if he never did what he did, they were clearly going to drown. I think he did what he did, and I think he kind of did that, and I think he might have just did it and just kept himself there because he didn't really know where to fit himself in. And again, I think about that part. I'm not too entirely sure. It's just what I think. I think he just kept him, because we saw here at the end of this episode when they all went underwater together. Aang kind of did the same thing that he did like 100 years ago, where he was able to get that whole ball thingy and kind of freeze. How he was frozen is kind of like what he did here towards the end, but he was able to escape out of it. So the reason why I think he kept himself in there was because he kind of didn't know where to fit in. And I knew from this moment when he was talking to the guy that Sokka went to go work for. I knew that he felt that, oh, I abandoned my people, which is why he left the way he left when we saw him leave. And I assumed that that's what that was. And then the last thing, just literally the two main guys is all I really want to talk about, because this episode really evolved them, and I really thought that it was great from what we saw. Again, best episode that I think I've seen so far in this season. Obviously, we got more seasons to go, but so far, great episode. Prince Zuko, you guys, I really thought his story was amazing. We actually got to see a whole different side of him. I've always assumed that we were gonna get this stuck up, this bratty type of guy, this character who just wants to prove to everybody that he could like rule the Fire Nation, and that's kind of like the vibe that I thought that that's what he was all about. But we actually got to see a lot more of what he really is, and he was for the nation, as far as he is all about the people and doing things the right way. His father, Prince Zoku, I think father at this moment was, well, I think he still technically is. He's like the leader of the Fire Nation. Um, and he kind of screwed Prince Zuko over, and I felt extremely bad. When Prince Zoku got out of line and found out he had to fight his father, right away he was like, "No, no, no, I don't want to do this. This isn't. I got out of line, but I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. We have you guys are ready to send our men into like a suicide mission, and I was just trying to say that there's a different way to go about things, And I completely was on the prince's side, and I felt so bad, and you could just see it in his face, and you could hear it in his voice, like he really did not want to have to fight his father. So he kind of just stood there and took whatever came to him pretty much. And that's why we saw what we saw in his face, as far as like the scar that he has. And but honestly, after seeing this made me appreciate and really like his character a lot more because I don't think Prince Zoku is bad. His whole mission now, based on what his father told him to do, was you're banned, you're nothing until you could catch the last avatar, which is kind of answers a lot of my question as far as why Prince is so trying to find the avatar. Because at first I wasn't quite sure. I was like, why are you so obsessed with trying to find this avatar and what, kill him, bring him in? Like, what do you want? But now it's clear as day, as like I said from this episode, we kind of see why he has to do what he has to do. And I don't know. Now I'm kind of like team like Prince Zoku, because I don't want to see him kind of fail, but I don't want our guys to fail either, as far as Aang and them, as far as them trying to do what they're trying to do, take out the Fire Nation. So this is definitely going to be very interesting now because I'm really feeling our bad guy in the Prince, and I'm really feeling our team, and I kind of don't want to see none of them lose at this current moment. But that's it's just, I don't know, man. It's going to be crazy from here on out, in my opinion. Like I said, you guys, this by far was, in my opinion, the best episode of the season. It gave us a lot of information in this episode, which got me really excited for the next episode to see what's going to happen. Like I said, now that knowing what I know, honestly, whoever wins this, make the best team win at this point. I kind of like, quick little prediction before we go here. I would like to see the Prince some way, somehow could try to like befriend the Avatar and Aang and try to like team up to eventually overthrow the Fire Nation. Because now after seeing this episode, I really don't think Prince Zoku is really that bad. I think he's more doing this just to prove a point to his people, and to his father, that he could do this, that he could lead the Fire Nation and things like that. So, like I said, I'm very interested to seeing what happens next. Hopefully, you guys are as well. And thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys did tune in, so like I said, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.